Well, now we are going to start what? Insertion sort. What is the concept name? Insertion sort. Insertion sort. So, to explain about insertion sort, I am going to take one small example. After that, I will explain insertion sort, right? Well, see here, this is an array. Try to understand. This is an array. First, what we have is 5. Next, what we have is 10. Next, what we have 15. Next, we have 13. Okay, let me take this as 25. Next, we have 13. Next, we have 17. Next, we have 18. Have you noticed anything by seeing this array? By seeing this array, have you noticed anything? Fine. Try to understand. What I noticed is the array from this position to this position is sorted, correct? So, now 13 is a new number. 13 is a new number where I need to insert into the correct position. 13 is a new number where I need to insert into the correct position, right? Now see, how insertion sort works is, the background of insertion sort is this mechanism. See, I will take first one card. Insertion sort I am telling, right? When I take the second card, you are having two possibilities. That could be inserted left side or right side. Now you are having two cards. Whenever you take third card, you have three slots. It could be first slot, second slot or third slot, right? Whenever you are having three cards, three are in the sorted. Now when you take the fourth card we are having four possibilities. It could be in the first location or second location or third location or fourth location. That's what I am telling. Already let us take 4 cards are sorted. Now you have 13. What will I do? I will compare 13 with 25. Yes, 13 can move here, 25 should come here. Okay. So 13 is standing somewhere. Still 13 is with me only. Next 15 also can come here. Next I will compare 10. No. So this slot I need to move. I mean say this slot I need to empty by moving 25 to here and by moving 15 to here. I hope this is very clear. So what I will do, very important point. What are the indexes we have? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the indexes we have, right? Now what is the current element I am going to take? 13. Let us try to understand. If I move 25 to this location, 13 is lost. I hope this is very clear. See, very important point I am telling. If I move 25 to here, 13 is lost. That is the reason what I am going to take, I am going to take one variable called key is equal to ARR of 4. What is the value of key? ARR of 4. Remember that. I am going to write what here? Key is equal to ARR of 4. Just I am trying to help you out. Try to understand. Okay. Next, what should I do? If this number is greater than this number, then I need to move this number, right? So I need to start from which number? 25. 25 is present in which index? 3 index. Then what should I do? Can you please tell? Something like I is equal to 3. How you got 3? This number minus 1. That I know I am going to tell later. Try to understand. I need to start from 3 and I need to go up to a 0. I need to go up to a 0. Listen carefully. What I am trying to do here is, while, very important point I am telling, while, listen carefully, key value is less than this number. So how can I write that one? ARR of I greater than key. What is the value of key? The key value is 13, right? So 25 greater than 13. 25 greater than 13, true. Then what should I do? Can you please tell? ARR of I plus 1 is equal to ARR of I. I hope this is very clear. See here. What is the value of ARR of 3? 25. 25 should be copied to which location? I plus 1 location. Means here we are going to get what value? 25. Don't worry, where is 13? 13 is already stored in which variable? Key variable. 13 is already stored in which variable? Key variable. End of the loop. Come here. Now tell, I need to do what? I is equal to I minus 1. I is equal to I minus 1. So initially what is the value of I? 3. How you got 3 we are not discussing for now. Initially I value is 3 only. I value is 3. Next I is equal to I minus 1. I value will become what? 2. I value will become what? 2. Now what I did here? 25 I moved here. But every time I am comparing all. See, whenever you are having 4 cards, whenever you are getting a new card, this card I am comparing this greater move this card also greater, move this card also greater, move this card, then only I am inserting this number. I am inserting. See, I am not swapping, I am moving the cards. I am moving the cards, then only I am inserting. That's what the meaning of insertion sort. Now what I need to do? I is equal to I minus 1, I value is 2. End of the loop, come here. What is the value of I now? 2. 15 is greater than 13, true. 15 is greater than 13, true. So come inside, 15 should be copied to which location? 3 locations. So this 15 is also moving, come here. So 15. Then don't worry about 25 because 25 is already moved here, right? Next immediately I is equal to I minus 1, I value will be what? 1. End of the loop, come here. Try to understand ARR of 1. What is the value of ARR of 1? 10. 10 greater than 13. 10 greater than 13. True or false? False. 10 greater than 13 is false. You came out. So whenever I came here, I am standing at which position? This position. Right? Why I am standing at this position? Because all the elements are moved. This element is smaller than 13. This element is smaller than 13. Then what should I do? Come to the next location and you need to do what here? Insert the value. How can I do that? ARR of I plus 1 is equal to key. ARR of I plus 1 is equal to key. Now tell, what is the value of I? 1. 1 plus 1, 2. ARR of 2 is equal to key means key value should be updated to ARR of 2. Means here what value I updated? 13. See what I am trying to do? I moved 25 to this location, I moved 15 to this location and I got the empty slot. Empty slot, I inserted what value? 13. So this type of mechanism is used in which sort? Insertion sort. This type of mechanism is used in insertion sort. Now, well, there is a small important changes I need to do here. What is that change? I will tell. Okay, listen carefully. I will take another example so that you will get clarity. So small example this is. See here 16, 18, 20, 5, 19. Here also what is the conclusion? These 3 elements are sorted. Now what is my target? 5 should be updated to the correct slot. For the 5, what is the correct slot? First number is the correct slot. For the 5, what is the first slot? For the 5, the first slot is this number, right? You know, the indexes are what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what is my key value? 5 is my key value, right? So, now I need to update my key value as what? 3. Let us take the key value is 3, right? Sorry, index is 3. Now, what is my key value? Can you please tell? Key value is 5. Because 5 is stored at index 3. Okay. Now, key is equal to ARR of 3. Key is equal to what? ARR of 3. And I value will be what? This number minus 1. What is this number minus 1? 3 minus 1? 2. Now I am going to assume I value what? 2. Try to understand. Whenever you are standing here, I need to compare the previous number until the number is smaller. Till the number is smaller, right? So I started here. I compared till the number is smaller. 10 is smaller than 13. I stopped there. So same code only. I don't do any changes. Logic is always same, right? Now see, first step. What is the value of I? 2. First step, what is the value of I? 2. ARR of 2. Key is always 5 only, right? Key is always 5 only for me. ARR of 2. 20. 20 greater than 5, true. 20 greater than 5, true. Come inside. So 20 value should come to the next location. Means 20 value should come to this location, right? Came. Next, I is equal to I minus 1. I value will become how much? 1. End of the loop, come here. End of the loop, come here. Understanding my point, right? See, now what is the value of I1? 1, I mean to say 1 means 18. 18 is greater than 5, true. 18 is greater than 5, true. Come inside. Next, what should I do? One value should be copied to 2 location. One value should be copied to 2 locations. So, what is copied here? 18 is also copied. Now, I is equal to I minus 1. I value will become what? 0. I value will become what? 0. End of the loop, come here. ARR of 0. What is ARR of 0? 16. 16, right? ARR of 0, 16. 16 greater than 5, true. Come inside. What should I do? 0 value should be copied to first location. 0 value should be copied to first location. So, here what is copied? 16. I hope see 20 is moved here, 18 is moved here, 16 is moved here. I is equal to I minus 1. I value will become minus 1, right? I is equal to I minus 1. I value will become minus 1. End of the loop. ARR of minus 1. ARR of minus 1. So, you should not go to negative index. That is the reason whenever you are having decrement, compulsory I should write what here? I greater than 0 and I greater than 0 and see, very important point. Now, try to understand. So, I greater than or equal to 0, right? I greater than or equal to 0 and So when 0 greater than or equal to 0 true, you came here, understand? So 0 value is copied here. Now I is equal to I minus 1, I value is minus 1. Minus 1 greater than or equal to 0, false. So come here. Now what should I do? I value is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Into 0 location, what should I copy? Key. So what is the value of key? Key value is 5. That is copied to minus 1 plus 1, 0 location, right? So now what is copied here? 5. So this condition is very important when you are inserting this number to the first location. When you are inserting this number to the first location, if you don't write this condition, I value will be negative, and negative index you are trying to compare. If you write I greater than or equal to 0, as soon as I reaches a negative number, then you will stop there. I hope this is very clear, right? Now I am going to use this one to write what? Insertion sort logic. Now I am going to use the same thing to do what? Insertion sort logic. Okay, fine. Let us take the code here this way. Now the array is this one. 8, 4, 13, 7, 9. Have you noticed a little interesting thing? Whenever you take first card, see, when you are playing in the when you are playing in the what we call, whenever you are playing some cards, whenever you take first card, that is in the correct position. That is in the correct position. When you take the second card, then only you are having two possibilities. Either I can place left off to this or right off to this, right? So whenever you are doing insertion sort, first number is always in the correct position. First number is always in the correct position. So I need to start from which location? Next location. I mean, it's the second location I need to start. So that is the reason what I need to do here. For, how can I do here? Can you please tell? For I is equal to 1, I less than n, I is equal to I plus 1. Means I need to start from 4 and I need to go towards left side. I need to go towards left side. So key value will be what? Can you please tell? Key value is equal to ARR of I. Key is equal to ARR of I. Previously, I was using hard code 4, 3, 2. Now I generalize the code to what? I. Next, what should I do? J is equal to, what can I do? I minus 1. J is equal to I minus 1. Okay, let me take J here so that you will not get any confusion. Here J, 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 J. So this will be what value? J. Okay, ARR of J. Next, what should I do? I is equal to J minus 1. I is equal to J minus 1. That's all, right? Now this logic I need to. Key is there, I is there. Then what can I do? Can you please see? While I greater than 0 and I greater than 0 and, can you please tell? ARR of I is greater than key. E is greater than key. Next, what can you do? ARR of I plus 1 is equal to ARR of I. Next, what? I is equal to I minus 1. Next, what? Can you please tell? This statement I need to write now. ARR of I plus 1 is equal to key. Loop is completed. Now we need to write what? Void insertion sort. Let me write it here. Void insertion sort int ARR comma int n. Next, what can I do? Function started here. Here I have int I comma j. That's all. And this function should be called from the main function, right? So now what I will do, so I will take one example and I will trace it for you. Okay, I will try to take one example and I will try to trace it for you. Let us take here one example and I will trace. I hope this is very clear. While tracing only, I will try to tell you the time complexity. Okay, I will be doing it in 2 or 3 levels so that you will get clarity. See here. So now I need to trace this algorithm. Okay, fine. See, this is my array. I'll take 5 numbers. See, one important point is whenever you are taking some elements in an array, better you take some big values. What is the big values? I will tell here. Let us take 45, 35, 25, 15, 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why should I take big values? See, sometimes if you take here 2 or 3, let us say you take 3 here. Whenever you tell a of 3, instead of taking 3 index, if you take 3 value, gone case. Means, see, let us take this value you kept as 3 only. whenever you tell a of 3, whenever you tell a of 3, strictly speaking, I need to come here. So in the exam, while practicing in the exam, what happens due to hurriness, you'll go here and you'll do some operation. Understand? Whenever I tell I need to do some operation on a of 3, you need to do here. But what will I do? Due to hurry, due to tension, I'll come in and I'll operate on this 3. That is the reason what my area of interest, take some big values. Take some big values. When you take some big values, what is the advantage you got? The index numbers are different and the numbers are different, right? That is the reason it's more good practice. Now I need to start. What is the value of j? See, this is the loop, this is the for, and this is the insertion sort algorithm. Well, now we'll see what happens. J value is 1. So let me do it here. J value is 1. N value is 5. 1 less than 5, true. Whenever you came, ARR of J. ARR of J. ARR of J means 1. So what is the value of key? Key value is 35. Key value is what? 35. I is equal to J minus 1. I is equal to J minus 1. I value is 0. I hope this is very clear. J value is 1. No, 0. Here equal to no. 0 greater than or equal to 0, true. I value 0, no. 0 greater than or equal to 0, true. Next, ARR of 0. What is ARR of 0? 45. 45 greater than key. 45 greater than 35, true. True, right? So what I need to do? I need to do one movement. I need to do one movement. Means 45 is coming here. Okay. Well, next, end I is equal to I minus 1. I value will become minus 1. I value will become minus 1. End of the loop, minus 1 greater than or equal to 0 is false. Come here, key is updated to minus 1 plus 1, 0. So, key is updated to what value? Here. What is the value of key? 35. I hope this is very clear. So, I reached here, come here, j is equal to j plus 1, j value will be 2. Now, key is equal to ARR of 2. What is the value of key now? 2. 2 location value is 25. Key location value is 25. Next, I is equal to j minus 1. I is equal to j minus 1. Try to understand here how many movements I did? One movement I did, right? Okay. Total I did how many movements? One movement. Remember that. Total I did one movement. Okay. Fine. Next, key value is 25. Try to understand. Key value is how much? 25. Fine. Now, I value is how much? 2 minus 1? 1. I value is 1. Now, 1 greater than or equal to 0, true. 45 greater than 25, true. 45 greater than 25, true. Come inside, then what should I do? Here I need to get 45, right? Next I value will become 0. Next 0 is compared with 35 is compared here. So here I need to get what value? 35. Next condition will be false. I value will become minus 1 and I need to get what here? 25. So here I did how many? 45 came here, 35 came here. Total I need how many movements? 2 movements. Remember that total I did 2 movements. So next the same case whenever I do, try to understand at this point of time this array is sorted. I hope this is very clear. Now I'll take 15. 15 is compared with 45. So now key value will be how much? 15, right? Key value will be 15. So 15 is compared with 45. So 45 is coming here. Next 35 is compared to 15. Yes, 35 is coming here. 25 is compared with 15. 25 is coming here. Next empty slot is inserted. Now how many things I did? 1, 2, 3 movements I did. Okay. Next what should I do? Can you please tell? Next I need to take key value is what? 10. So again I need to do what here? 45 because I am comparing 45. Next 35 with 10, 35. Next 25 with 10, 25. Next 15 with 10, 15. Next empty space is filled with the 10. So that's all. So 10, 15, 25, 35, 45. So totally here how many movements? 4 movements. Right? So 45 was here, I moved 45 here. Next 35 was here, 1 movement. 25 was here, I moved here. 15 was here, I moved here. Right? Total number of movements are how many? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And every time this movement is common. Every time this movement is common, 5 times, right? So every time I am doing that movement 4 times, right? Might be you can take 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Try to understand. Sum of first n minus 1 natural numbers. Sum of first n minus 1 natural numbers. Why? Because the value of n is 5. So what will be the time complexity here? N into n minus 1 by 2. What is the value of n into n minus 1 by 2? N square minus n by 2. That is the reason the time complexity of insertion sort will be what? Of n square. The time complexity of insertion sort is of n square. What is the idea behind insertion sort? Can you please tell? Already some part of the array is sorted. Now whenever we are getting a new element, we need to insert that into sorted array. If you want to insert that into sorted array, you need to create a space, right? That's what I told here. See here, we have 6, 16, 26, 36, 20, let us take this is 13, 28. See, up to here the array is sorted. Now 13, the correct position of the insertion is here, right? Here I need to insert. If I want to insert 13 here, what should I do? 36 should move here, 26 should move here, 16 should move here. As soon as I reach 6, stop. You need to stop and you need to, I stopped at this location. That is the reason I need to increment here and I need to insert. Try to understand. So one important point you need to remember here is whenever you are moving 36 to this location, 13 is last. That is the reason 13 I stored in which variable? Key variable. And every time I am comparing 36 with key, 26 with key, 16 with key, 6 with key, 6 with key false. So next location only I need to update. That is the reason I wrote here next location plus 1. And every element is always compared with key. And every element is moved to the next location. Every element is I value is moved to the I plus 1. If I value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 value is moved to what? Sorry, this value is 3, 3 value is moved to 4, 2 value is moved to 3, 1 value is moved to 2. That's what we did here, right? So that is what we are doing. We are doing what? Insertion sort. Now we have a question. Already we are having bubble sort. Then why should I do insertion sort? Or already we are having insertion sort. Then why should I do bubble sort? That anyhow next time I'm going to discuss. Well, now we have completed what? Insertion sort, right? So my question is, already we are having bubble sort, then why should I learn insertion sort? Or already we are having bubble sort, why should I learn insertion sort? See, we have completed bubble sort and we have completed insertion sort. My question is, when should I use bubble sort and when should I use insertion sort? That is what the question, right? Fine. We'll try to see one small example on the bubble sort so that I'll try to correlate both examples. Okay. See here, what was our bubble sort code? Can you remember? Void bubble sort int array int n. See, names and all I don't really mind. Name can be p or ar or whatever you want, you can write. Here what can I write? Int I comma j. Next, what did I do? Can you please tell? For I is equal to 0, I less than n minus 1, I is equal to I plus 1. Next, what did I do? For j is equal to 0, j less than n minus I minus 1, j is equal to j plus 1. You should remember this, right? Earlier we have done this. Next, what did I do here? If a of j value is greater than a of j plus 1. So we compared the first element with the adjacent element. If first element is greater than adjacent element, then I need to do what? Swap. Swap address of a of j comma address of a of j plus 1 I did. See, one important point I am going to discuss for you. This is the end of the bubble sort, right? So here I am keeping the for loop end. One important point I am discussing where no other sorting is having that flexibility. No other sorting is having that flexibility. Only this sorting is having that flexibility. If you want, you can trace it here. 25, 35, 45, 55. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine. See, try to understand, very important point I am telling. See here. This condition is true, this condition is true, 25 is compared with 35, false, 35 is compared with 45, false, 45 is compared with 55, false. Have you noticed, at least one time also I did not enter into if. Why? Because already the data is sorted, Then what can I do, try to understand, very important point I am telling, flag equal to 0 I can write here. What can I write here? Flag equal to 0. And before start of the for, what I can write here? flag equal to 1. What can write here? Flag equal to 1. So if you can see, if flag equal to 1, what can I write? Return. Now we'll try to see the analysis. Here how many elements are there in the array? 4 elements. So what is the value of n? 4. The value of n is 4. Okay. Now I value is what? 0. N minus 1, 3. What is the value of flag? 1. Understand? Now 1 less than 3 true, come inside, j value is 0. Please listen carefully, very important. Now n value is 3, 3 minus 0, 3, 3 minus 1, 2. So 0 is compared with 1, 25 and 35 not greater, j value is incremented to 1. 1 less than 2 true, 1 less than 2 true. So 1 is compared with 2, 1 is compared with what? Sorry, this is 3, right? Because 4 minus 0 is 4, 4 minus 1, 3. Now what happened? 1 is compared with 2. So 35 and 45 compared, not equal. Next will become what value? 2. 2 is less than 3, true. And 45 and 55 are compared. 45 and 55 are compared. So 45 greater than 55 is also false. So when the condition is false, it will become what value? 3, right? 3 less than 3 false. Come here, what is the value of flag? 1 only. Flag value is what? 1 only. 1 equal to 1 true, and we are going to return. Have you noticed? Whenever I entered from for the first time, this loop only completely repeated. This loop only repeated 1 time. So if you can add these 3 statements, very important point I'm telling, if we can add these 3 statements, if the array is already sorted, then the time complexity of this program will be how much? O of n. Then the time complexity of this program will be what? O of n. But that type of provision you cannot do with what? Insertion sort. You cannot do that anyway. Okay, fine. So even you try to do this, try to incorporate this value here, flag equal to what? 1. Okay, flag equal to 0. Okay, and if you can write if flag equal to 1, return. This code will never work for you. Understand? This code will never work for you. So better you try to take 2 or 3 more examples, and you better do it for you. Okay, fine. So very important point this is, whenever the array is already sorted, that provision is checked only in the bubble sort, but that provision I am not able to check in the insertion sort or any other sorting technique. Okay, I hope this is very clear. So if the array is already sorted, and if you are adding these 3 lines, then the time complexity of the bubble sort will be what? O of n, and that provision you are not able to get in the insertion sort. Fine. Now I'll take one variable here, what? Flag. So when should I use bubble sort? Whenever you want to sort the entire array, I'll use what? Bubble sort. When will I use insertion sort? Already some part of an array is sorted, and you want to insert a new element into sorted array, and you want to insert a new element into sorted array. At that time we are using which sort? Insertion sort. Okay, another advantage with bubble sort, what is there? Try to understand. Let us take here another advantage with bubble sort is here. Let us take, we are having some elements like this: 16, 26, 7, 18, 9. Whenever you sort this array for the first time, how the array will be there? I don't really care about the numbers. 26 will come here, and remaining elements are something happened to me, right? Now whenever you pass the loop second time, what will happen? 18 is the second number, right? 18 will come here. Whenever you pass this array third time, 16 will come here. Means, listen carefully. See, there are 1 lakh elements here. Understand? Now I want to get top 3. Understand? Now I want to only top 3. So at that time I can use what? Bubble sort. Why? So bubble sort will ensure every time first maximum is sitting in the last place, second maximum is sitting in the second place, third maximum is sitting in the third place. That's what the bubble sort is doing, right? Every time we are getting a maximum number, we are pushing it to the last. In that case, this loop can be converted as what? I less than 3. So in that case, you will get the time complexity as what? O of 3 star n. That time will be what? O of n. Understand? The specialty of the bubble sort is, for the first time If the inner for loop is completed, first maximum is coming here. Second time, second maximum coming. Third time, third maximum. 1 crore elements are there, 10 lakhs elements are there, 1 lakh elements are there. If I want to pick the first 3 maximum numbers, you cannot do it with insertion sort. You can do it only with what? Bubble sort. That is the specialty of what? Bubble sort.